how excited we are about being able to head along and see you all play at this amazing bill. So congratulations for being part of it.
Yeah, thank you. We're super excited to be coming to see y'all.
So tell us a little bit about how it feels being able to get out there and play shows again, because one of the cities that you're coming to on this tour was the most locked down city in the world during the pandemic. So how does it feel for you personally being able to get out there and do shows again?
Um, it's all a bit crazy. I'm excited. I'm also really nervous because it's been quite a long time. I think I think once we're all on the plane, and we've passed our tests and all of that, I think I'll be able to breathe a little bit of a sigh of relief, because that's still like stressing me out. All the like prep we have to do, before our flights departing from LA. But yeah, I'm excited, and I can't imagine how excited people must be to be able to like actually get out now after like you guys really had some harsh lockdowns.
Yeah, even this week they've finally lifted the mask mandate, and people have been acting like it's a whole new world out there kind of thing. It's been so strange. And of course we've got the Foo Fighters playing here on Friday night as well, which is yeah, it's just got everybody so excited at the moment.
Uh, I mean, God, that's a great first band to go see live if you haven't been to a concert in a while.
Yeah. So, if you don't mind me asking, how long has it been since you've been able to play a live show?
Summer of 2019.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, wow, is right.
Because I was thinking, you guys never really got the opportunity to tour with the last album at all. How weird did that feel?
No, we toured. We were out, I think we started in 2017 through 2018 and the first half of 2019.
Okay, yeah.
So just a little bit of touring.
Yeah, yeah. But like, how does it feel now after having a break? What did you all do during that break? Did you take the time to recharge the batteries, or was it a time to focus on new music? How did you spend that time?
Well, the initial plan when we got after the 2019 touring wrapped up was to recharge batteries, and that was going great. And then COVID happened, and then it became a little bit difficult to recharge batteries. That was just sort of constant stress for everyone really. But yeah, I mean, Rob took on the huge project of doing a score for a movie. Pete and I worked on a recording, not for a movie, but recording with a couple other people for for other people's projects and some side projects. I'm trying to think what in the world else did we do. Yeah, I was not like hyper productive or anything like that during COVID. I had a hard enough time just kind of being stuck in LA for that's the longest I think I've ever been in LA in like one go. Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. Of course, coming from the Ravenettes and then into Black Label, is this the longest break that you've ever had from going out on the road and touring?
Yeah, I would think so. I was trying to think back to when I had surgery, but yeah, even that it wasn't as long as this. Yeah, I think so.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about coming to Australia. We like to think that we've got one of the greatest countries in the world and everybody loves coming here. How do you feel about coming to Australia? Is it a country that you love visiting?
Yeah. Well, so this is my third time. I'm sure the band has been there more than that.
Yep.
From when Nick was with the band. I have always had a great time in Australia. Yeah, and I'm excited to go this time. Although of course, it'll be a slightly different type of touring than what we normally do because things are still a little, not normal. With COVID protocols and all of that, so there won't be a whole lot of going out for us.
Yeah. What are the things that you love about Australia? Is it the weather, the wildlife, the cultures of the city?
Well, I remember the shows always being like really the audience always being great in Australia to play for. So that's one thing. It's also just really beautiful. I think the first time I went to Australia, we played, I want to say Splendor in the Grass.
Yep.
And I randomly ran into some old friends that were also playing from New York that I think I was sitting in a hotel lobby drinking a glass of wine or something and started staring at this person like, is that what? And it turned out to be an old friend that I hadn't seen in years from New York. So, that kind of stuff always makes it fun.
Yeah, you mentioned the crowds here in Australia. We always hear that apparently we're a lot louder and we're a lot rowdier than other countries in the world. What do you like about the crowds here in Australia, and how have you found them in the past?
I think loud and rowdy sums it up pretty well, and that's kind of I like loud and rowdy crowds. There's something weird about, I don't know, rock music. It's not supposed to be like polite and all clean. Like I like a not just a dirty crowd, but the venues have to be hot. Some venues have like you go in to see a show and it's like super AC'd and just too nice. I can't really get with that.
Yeah. Now just imagine those crowds having been locked up for the last 2.5 years and not seen a live show. I think you're all going to be in for a very, very loud time.
That sounds perfect.
One of the things that I also love about this tour is you're going out into some of the regional parts of Australia as well that often get overlooked for tours. How do you feel about that, being able to go out and play at places that normally don't get festivals of this size?
I am super excited about that because, like you said, usually we play, the bigger cities, and in between we fly from place to place, so we don't really get to see that much outside of wherever our hotel is and the venue is. But yeah, this time, I mean, most of the or a lot of the places on this run I've never been to. Some I haven't heard of before, so I don't know what to expect, and I quite like that. So I'm really excited about that, and also just us as a band, we kind of like going to places in general where tours don't necessarily always pass through. So it seems very fitting for us.
Yeah, you're going to the Mornington Peninsula, which is one of the most beautiful spots in Victoria, my home state. And if you guys like wine, then you're in for an absolute treat because there are some beautiful wineries down there in the Mornington Peninsula.
Ooh, well, I sure do like wine.
Yeah, no, there's some absolute world-class wineries down there, so well worth checking out.
All right, I'm going to make a note of that.
So that would be near your Mornington show, I think that will be. But yeah, bringing it back to the music, how do Black Label pick a set list for a festival like this? Because you've got so many amazing tracks and so many fan favorites. How do you go about picking a set list for a festival show like this?
Yeah, that's always a bit tricky. it's starting to get a bit tricky, even like with headline shows. But yeah, because we're only playing 45 minutes, and that ends up being about 9, 10 songs roughly, depending on how many of the long songs we put in the set. But the way we prepped it was we kind of just grabbed a bit of a mixed bag of everything, or a little bit of everything from each of the records. And usually we like to feel out what the vibe is like once we get to the festival, and then we decide on a set list. And we also usually like to change it up a little bit.
Awesome. Well, we can't wait to see what your set list is going to be. And what do you like at a festival like this? Are you someone who likes to get out and watch the other bands that are performing around you, or do you prefer to kind of keep to yourself and just focus on your own set?
Well, both. Usually before we have to play, I can't really focus on anything other than getting ready to play. I can barely like put together a like coherent sentence. So yeah, that's when I just sit in the dressing room and do my warm ups and run through everything I need to run through in my brain. But afterwards, yeah, I like wandering around a bit to see who else is playing. But I unfortunately I don't know that that's necessarily going to be a possibility for this run.
Yeah, things are going to be a little bit different this time, I think. But like I said, the crowds are going to be so excited. So to finish off, what would you like to say to all of the Aussies out there that are thinking about heading along to check out this festival?
Oh, well, just, we're super excited to come play for y'all, and yeah, we'll hopefully put on a loud and rowdy and sweaty and dirty rock show. That's about it.